Happy Friday! It's Bengal Friday, so I hope you have your Bengal gear on today. First of all, I just want to say, phew, you made it. It's the end of the week. It's spring break. So just celebrate that. You've worked really hard. I am so proud of you. You are, it was a big switch, and you were thrown in, and we were thrown in, and we're trying to tie up all these loose ends from, right smack in the middle when we had to switch gears. So I could not be more proud of just how you just persevered. You did the best you could with what you had, and you were just really proving just how great you are and your work ethic and overall. It's been such a pleasure to watch people step up and believe in themselves that you could do it, and you did. So well done. Let's go ahead and start with today, because all you have today is just to get those essays in before midnight. So there's no Schoology today, so you don't have to go in and check in on Schoology. And unless you have late work that you're sending in to me, that's fine. But there's nothing new today on Schoology. There's nothing that you need to be working on other than these essays. Some of you have already turned them in, so you're just going to hopefully enjoy your yo-yo reading and do your little 5-minute quick write, and hopefully then you'll just relax. I do want to just spend a little bit of time today talking about how do we, get those submitted to Turnitin if you haven't yet, and what is it going to look like after spring break when we come back, and we'll be online. Remember, when we come back from spring break, at least for that week we come back, and possibly the next week we have to prepare because we don't know. So I want to make sure that it's organized for you and it's easy to follow. Let's go ahead and start with looking at the daily dose of vitamin P. Some of you have been sending those in to me. They've been fun to read and look at. I will have a first chapter Friday up today, but I don't have it yet. So your daily dose of vitamin P, let's take a look at that. And I didn't put the names on here because I was trying to protect the senders and make sure it kept it anonymous. But if we keep going with this, if you're okay with me sharing your name, I think it's fun to let people know, what you're doing to find a little bit of positivity in your day. Let's see, I heard from someone that went fishing with their dad, and someone else had a chance to play with all 6, holy cow, of their dogs. Somebody was helping their student with their online schoolwork, and they have a pretty great sense of humor. They said, I realized I'm pretty smart for a 4th grader. Somebody finished all of their work except for their science, and they celebrated by taking a nap. Somebody sent me a picture, and you know who you are, of an outside field with a fence and a dog running around, but I didn't get your permission to share it, so I didn't want to put it on the page without your permission. So I will, in the future, I'm going to ask if I have your permission, and then I can post those, because it's neat to see your little glimpse of the world, to get your perspective of what you're seeing that brings you joy. All right, so thanks for sharing those. Keep sending them in, sending them in. Let's look at, you finished the module, so we don't need to look at the module sheet today. The last item on that is turning in this essay. Remember, your article reviews for the month that were due before, like smack in the middle of this, I've just postponed, and we'll move them on to 4th quarter. I have 26 of them that you all that turned them in before this, but I'll put those onto 4th quarter grades, and we'll talk about that after spring break, so don't worry about that. The last thing is this essay that we've been working on for quite a while. Let's look at how do we turn them in. We always want to make sure we go to our turnitin.com accounts, and we need to find our class. So let's say I'm in 4th period. I would click on period 4, and then it's going to give me this option here to submit. It's blue. It should be blue. If yours isn't blue, then let me know, because it should be blue. Then you'll just click the submit button, and you can read it. It's the only assignment you have in there. It's Animal Farm Character Analysis Final Draft. You'll click submit, and then you'll type in, it's pretty self-explanatory. You're going to type in your name, first and last, give it a title, and you could just call it Final Draft. You could call it Boxer the Great, or whatever the title is on your essay. Then you have some choices. So if you've done it in Word, you will click choose from this computer because you're working on your computer and that's where your document will be. If you're working in Google Docs, which I think most of you are, but if you would click choose from Google Drive. So you just have to decide. I don't think any of you were using Dropbox at school. You were always using your Word or your Google Drive. So pick which one you've done your paper in. And then once you click that button, so if I click Google Drive, that's where I work. And it would have me choose an account. And then I just have to find my document that I want to use and load. It's going to give me lots of choices, right? So maybe I'll pick this character analysis here and I go, yep, that's the one I want. So once you click on that, I just want to make sure it's not somebody else's. Let me do my own. Let's find here. You just need to click on, I'm just going to pretend that this is my character. Let's do this one. Okay. And then it will say, is that what you want? You click upload, and then it will take you through the motions of double checking. It's going to show you a little picture, and you're going to say, is that the one, or was this accidentally my science paper, or is this the one I want? So then you click that you're sure that's the one you want. Once you submit, it's going to take a little bit of time, so you need to be patient, especially with so many people right now using the internet and Turnitin.com. It is a high school and a college platform, so lots of people are using it right now. So just be patient, it will load, and then it's going to say, congratulations, you submitted. At that time, you'll also get an email to whatever email you used to sign up in the account, and it'll verify that you have submitted your paper. You can always go back and check and see if you've submitted it by logging, clicking back in, and then you'll notice it says here, submit, like, oops, I didn't do it. If it says resubmit, then you're good because re means again and you don't want to submit it again. So you would just be like, hey, I'm golden, awesome. And then that's all you need to do. I will get those graded over spring break and get them back to you so you can see, how well you did. I will say I was really impressed and proud of you. I mean, gosh, most of you wanted feedback on those rough drafts. So that was really very exciting for me as a writing teacher, of course, that you said yes when you went out there, you picked option A. And I looked at the stats this morning, I had 58 out of 76 of you send me your rough drafts in Messenger English and Google and ask for feedback. So I put those in there. Remember, they're on the little video link like this, and you just click the Mrs. P comments and it pulls up the video, and I walked through your papers with you. So just double check those. All right. That's 76% of you. That is impressive. So well done. And it's okay if you didn't want comments, right? That's right. Maybe you had somebody else look at it and you felt good about it. So you just want to submit right on. And, with everything, I didn't have the conferencing be part of your grade like I usually do. I just gave you the option to turn it in and be finished if that's what you wanted. Okay. So knowing that honors didn't have that essay, they were working on a different piece. Honors, you had 15 out of 19 of you submitted those narratives you were working on, which is 79% of you. So there's only 4 of you that need to go out and do that at some point here today. So overall, just a lot of success with that. So I'm just proud of you. If you didn't have success yet and you need help, remember, pop into these office hours this afternoon, and I'm always, this morning or this afternoon, that are posted on the website. English 1 is here, and then honors is here, and that will let you know what the codes are to get in and what time they're offered. So those have been working really well. So thanks for bopping in and brightening my day with your smiles and asking your questions. That's all for today. So I just want you to rest over your spring break. I want you to, find time doing something you love, be creative, spend time with your family. And there's nothing to work on over spring break for English. So your assignment is to relax. Okay, that's your assignment. When you come back from spring break, I will email all of you again, and I will include the module sheet in your email. It will also, of course, be on your Clever. If you go out to your Clever account, it will be sitting there on Monday. So email Clever, or of course, it's always on the website. If you just go to my website, it will always be there. Whoops, I was going to download the Clever so you could see it sitting there. Ah, it's going to make me log on. Yikes. Okay. Well, you know how to get to Clever, I think, by now. But it'll be in your Clever and it will be emailed to you and on the website here, just like before. It's going to look a little different since we're starting fresh and clean. There's not a lot of the follow up trying to get all those in. So you'll be able to choose from a menu. I'm going to have 3 options for you. So you can pick what track would you like to be on. You'll choose, track 1, 2, or 3. They'll all be aligned to the same standards, so you'll be learning the standards that I want you and the objectives that I want you to learn. But you'll be able to choose how you're going to do that, depending on your interests and depending on, how you're budgeting your schedule. So it'll look different for each option, but the expectation will be only Schoology check-ins 1 or 2 times a week is all. And then you'll work through your module sheet with only about 2 turn-in days that you'll have for English. So Monday will just be check in, watch the video, look at the module sheet and sort of see which one you want, and then let me know what you're deciding. And that will be your first Schoology check-in will be, I'm going to do option 1, 2, or 3, and then after that, each of them will be, you'll have the little step-by-step directions of what you'll be working on. So you'll be working on your own independently, but I'll be here to help you. And I'm hoping it'll give you some choice and some voice as you continue your online digital learning adventure. So have a great break. I miss you all. Okay, have a great day. Bye-bye. Go Bengals.